Hello there. Welcome to another video in my series of soaps that I recommend. This soap tonight is Barrister and Man Seville. Fantastic barbershop scent, just wonderful, bold, strong. Can't say enough about this soap. It's just lovely. So our brush tonight, I've had it soaking a bit. It's my MacKensey Jr. synthetic with a light knot in it. Is not offered anymore with that knot, but he's got a new brush out. From what I've seen, the pictures of it, the handle, the knot, they both look fantastic. I think it's like 25 bucks, something like that, and it would be a no-brainer if you're in the market for a synthetic brush. I've got so many brushes. I've got 6 or 8 synthetics and several badger and boar and a horse and all that kind of stuff. But if I was in the market for another synthetic, that would definitely be in the running. Anyway, our razor tonight is a William H. Morley & Son Clover brand, Barber's Notch 5/8. It has an ebony wedge and very lightly flamed maple scales. So let's go ahead and move down and start the shave. Wow, excuse me. Knocked my barber saw off, and the lid is trying to leak on me. Alright, I think we're good now. Hold on one second. I want to wash that off my hands. I have the laptop, which is what I use to record with, up here as normal, but normally I run off the battery. Right now I'm running off a cord plugged into the wall, and I forgot about that. And the cord caught my barbicide jar and I just knocked over my deodorant. But I mean, it knocked the barbicide over, and I'm surprised that it didn't hurt it any. Anyway, we have my Maria Armand, North America's Best Wet Shavers Society or Wet Shavers Club group bowl. Barrister and Man is fantastic stuff, particularly for me. The Saville is my favorite. I haven't tried everything he's got. I haven't tried very many of what he's got, but Barrister and Man is loved by a ton of wet shavers out there because it's just fantastic soap. That's just the way that it is. And this soap and scent in particular is, in my opinion, just out of this world good. It makes a lather very, very quickly, very, very easily. Got a wonderful, wonderful thick sheen. Just a beautiful, beautiful soap. dead easy to lather. I tend to whip it more. The more you mix a soap like this, the creamier it gets. There's a level that I get to. Everybody's different. I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone earlier today about different properties of soap and how one person might value a certain property of the soap more highly than others, and it's all subjective, but you get to a point, everybody does, I think, if they stay in it long enough, where there's a certain level, a certain look, a certain feel to a lather. And that's what you look for. And I think that's what makes people gravitate toward this soap or that soap, because they find soaps, and I'm gonna, hold on a minute, I'm gonna straighten up my sideburns a bit, but they find soaps that beautiful, that have, get that off there, that have the characteristics or a characteristic type of lather. Lovely. That they like. And that's sort of where they gravitate to. Anybody who's shaved long enough with a traditional method, different soaps and brushes, all that kind of deal. We'll find that true. And it all just depends on what you like. And some of us, like, I'm not looking for a particular perfect style of soap or lather, and then that's all I want. Let me see. Love it. I enjoy all the differences, and I don't mind if one soap lathers differently than the other. As a matter of fact, I like that. I like to enjoy them all for what they bring particularly to the party. In other words, one soap might bring a lot of cushion, another might bring a lot of glide, but neither one of them might not have a whole lot of slickness. And yes, there's a bit of a difference between slickness and glide. To me, as defined by me, a soap can have glide, and it means that the razor, when it moves across your face and there's lather on your face, it's a really smooth kind of draw, and a really smooth kind of feel, which is different than slickness. I'm talking a smoothness, not so much a slipperiness or a slickness. And I've had soaps that had that wonderful smoothness to them, which I would call glide, but they didn't have hardly any slickness at all. And then you might have a soap that doesn't have a lot of cushion, but it's got an outstanding type of slickness, which is the one that the property I prize the most in soap is slickness, followed by glide and then cushion. But that's what I like. I'm a straight shaver most of the time, and I prefer that slickness overall. But now, you might get a soap. I don't have a problem using a soap that doesn't have a lot of slickness. That's what I prefer. And that just because a soap doesn't have a huge amount of slickness, it doesn't mean it's a bad soap. Just a different kind of lather. And like I said, some people, they have a particular type of lather that they're looking for, and they found their white whale, or they found their perfect lather for them, and that's what they look for in every soap that they try. But I like the variety, and I like the differences in all of them, and I can get a fantastic shave out of all of them. This soap, Best of Man, it's got a fairly nice glide, but it's got a lovely slickness. There's a really nice cushion to it. But see, I would define cushion in a different way too. One of the ways I test cushion is not how the razor feels on my face. It's taking the soap and grabbing it in my hands and pushing my hands together. And if that soap resists, if there's a cushion of air that's pushing against my hands so that they don't want to meet, to me that says cushion. But everybody has a different definition of it, and I know people that view soaps that I can do that with, and I would consider that they have good cushion, and a DE shaver would say, well, that doesn't have any cushion, because he's looking at it in a different way. That doesn't mean either one of us is wrong. It's just what we see. The shaving world is really subjective. And it should be, and I'll say why in a minute. It should be. Because this is one of the most personal things you can do. You're running an edge, a razor's edge, whether it's a straight, a DE, an SE, whatever, even a cart. You're running a live edge across your face. Everybody's skin is different. Everybody's contours on their face are different. Everybody's tolerance for different things is different ingredients. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, it's all really personal, and it should be. And it should be subjective to you and to what you want and what you like. And that's why I always tell people Don't let somebody else. Now look, if it comes down to technique or something like that, and you're doing something that's going to hurt yourself or anything like that, that's different. But other than something like that, if what you're doing is working well for you, if the products you're using are working well for you, doesn't matter whether they cost a nickel or 500 bucks. Don't let anybody tell you that what you're doing, your stuff is wrong. Don't do it. Don't let them tell you your opinion about something is wrong. If it's what you truly believe and what is truly right for you, don't let peer pressure or anybody else say that stuff is wrong, because it's not. It's up to you. But that's a fantastic shave, and look at all the lather that I have left from that soap. Just lovely. We're going to finish this off with an aftershave that I think really pairs fantastically with this soap. And that's regular old Pinaud Clubman, or Clubman Pinaud, or whatever you want to say. I call it Pinaud Clubman because Pinaud's up here and Clubman's down there. So, whatever. But anyway, I think it's just a fantastic match for this soap. Just lovely, lovely stuff. Fantastic shave. Barrister Man Seville. Highly recommended. All right, God bless you, and I'll talk to you later.